Hey everybody, I know it's been a while. I think the last video I put out was on Saturday. I'm thinking Saturday morning. Sunday night I went to the ER. I had severe pain in my left arm that radiated around to the inner part of my back, and I started getting nauseated, and so I figured I couldn't ignore those symptoms, and so we went to the ER. I have to say my experience at TEMU Hospital in Clarksville was not a good one. It was the first time ever in my whole 65 years that I had an ER experience where they took me to triage. They did hook me up to an EKG. They told me to go back to the waiting room. I went back to the waiting room an hour and a half later. A doctor came out and said, well, we'd like to check your blood. We'd like to make sure the enzyme isn't in your blood to make sure you didn't have a heart attack. We want to check your urine, your kidney function, so your pancreas, your liver. We'd like to do a chest x-ray, and I said fine. So, and he told me all this in the waiting room. And so we sat in the waiting room, and about an hour later they came and took me to x-ray, and they brought me right back out to the waiting room. And then about an hour later, Dan went up to the the front desk, and she said, oh, well, I can give you a bottle to pee in, and just leave it up here, and I'll make sure the right person gets it. So I go into the bathroom in the ER to do the urine test, and I give it to her, and about an hour later the lady comes out, takes me back to triage, takes my blood, sends me back to the waiting room, and then about an hour and a half to 2 hours later from that, the doctor comes out and says, everything looks good. We checked all your danger things. It might be a pulled muscle. And so I came home after being in the ER all night long. Bless Dan's heart, I felt so bad for him. We left the ER at 5:30 a.m. We had gotten there about 10 o'clock p.m. the night before. And he went straight to work with no sleep whatsoever. I came home. I drank some milk. I took 2 Tylenols. And I went to bed. I slept for 12 hours. I got up at 4 o'clock that day, 4 or 5. I could feel the pain in my back a little bit, but not as severe. And so I took 2 more Tylenol, and I was back in bed by 11. I slept until 12 o'clock the next day. I am feeling a lot better. I'm still not picking up a lot of heavy stuff. I'm not doing what I normally do. I haven't had Tylenol in a couple of days. That's a good sign. And so I'm not sure what it was, but I'm just thankful it's not there anymore. And so that's what's been going on with me. Debbie is still here with us. She is going... She will probably start in radiation this month, later in the month. She's doing good. And there may be some bad days from that. Then she will be starting back on her chemo. And so, you know, there may be some bad days mixed in with good days, but she's doing pretty good. We did go to the Salvation Army today. And when we walked in, I saw a sign. I had to ask. I said, am I reading this right? All clothing was $1. Everything else in the whole store was 75% off. It was called Back to School Sale. I did not know it. It's been going on all week long. It's going on until Saturday. And so I had fun. And what you have been looking at the whole time I've been yapping is a cart, part of what I have bought today. And this is another part of what I got today. I spent a total of $30.06 today, I believe is what it was. Or maybe it was, no. It was $30.31 because I told her to round it up to 31, and it was 69 cents I think she had to round it up to. Something like that. So instead of telling you each individual price, I'm just going to let you know that everything that I show you today, the total cost of everything was $30, and I'm going to say 31 cents is what I spent. Alright, I'm sitting on a stool over here, but I'm going to stand up now, and I'm going to try to get this thing up here. I have missed y'all. I do miss doing my videos quite a bit. And okay, I'm back. I'm going to try to get this hooked up there. I lost it, and so I'm going to have to splice it back together, and I'm going to hook this up, hoping not to get it on that bar, so I don't turn it off. Ooh, okay. So if you wonder why there's this weirdness, that's because the video cut off, and I'm going to have to put the two together. And that means this is going to be a shorter video, because there's no way that it's going to work past an hour and a half. And I'm going to take this off. So it's not up here. And thankfully this is not that dirty, so I am thankful for that. Okay, we are going to start with this. Now, this is loose, okay? This is stained glass. Do you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm not going to try to fix it. No. Yes, it's a gorgeous piece, and yes, I probably could. But this is true stained glass. You see the copper leading, but it's so old, and the copper leading is so soft. Do you see that? That I would have to spend more time than what I want. So I spent $2.25 on this whole piece, and this is what I bought it for. So I could get the stained glass pieces. And so I'm going to take it all apart, and not here in this video, but I am going to take a few bits of it apart so you can see how easy it's going to be. Now that's the copper, that's true copper, and I probably will not throw that away. You can see, but this will all come apart. Now some of it may not be as easy as others. And I know y'all are probably screaming at me in the camera saying, "Oh, Beth, don't do that, don't do that." But I have tried to repair these before. And as big and heavy as this is, now if this had a Tiffany mark, and maybe I should have looked at that before I started taking it apart, but I don't think it does. And so I will be taking this apart, all of it. And I just wanted to show you, and let me see if I can get these pieces out of here quickly enough. I won't bother taking the lead off of each one of them. Now that's sort of basically just peeling off the majority of it. That one's not, so I won't mess with that one as much. But yeah, this is coming off pretty easy. I'm not having to put much pressure on these. And I will be reusing these. And this is all glass. That's glass too. But whenever I find something like this, I most definitely, for $2, I'm not gonna walk past this, because I know how much stained glass costs, and I can reuse this on a canvas and make my own patterns out of it. And that's exactly what I will be doing this. I probably should not be doing this without gloves on, to be quite honest with you, because this is glass. This is not plastic. And some of it may not come out as easy as other pieces. But this is coming out really, really easy right here. And now this is copper, so, and I'm not throwing this away. I think I can use this. I'm seeing if I can't get a couple pieces of this out while I'm on here with you, just to show you, because I'm not using anything. This is just my fingers that I'm using. I have these gloves. Wait a minute. I just saw these gloves. I just saw my gloves, and I thought, well, I'll use those to try to... Oh, hold on just a minute. They're over here on the other side of the car. Yes, I'm screaming so you can still hear me. Because I know I saw the gloves, but I don't know what happened to them. I just saw them though. Oh, here they are. Okay. I don't know where the other one went, but I'm going to, oh yeah, this is much easier. Yeah, that way I don't have to worry about cutting my hand. And you can see how easy this is to get off. I'm not having to use another tool. It is coming right off of here. And I plan on using every piece of this, even the copper. There's things that you can do with all the copper too. Oop, just dropped a piece of that. I was wanting to show you this part, but I think I need another glove. Yeah, that part's not coming off as easy. I dropped it again. Okay, I'm fixing to stop, y'all, because I don't want to spend too much time on this one piece. If you knew how many pieces I had to show you. But I want you to see this so you know, if you see a piece like this out, don't walk past it, especially if it's 75% off and you can buy this for $2. I'm having to use my left hand, which I'm not left-handed, so it's taken me a little bit more of an effort to do this. But I don't have the right glove. And because I don't have the right glove, if I could get one out, let me do it this way. Nope. Okay, here it goes. I knew if I got one piece started. And I broke the glass, and that's okay, because I had to get it started. And if that's the only piece that I broke, then I'm doing really good. And I'll probably end up breaking some of this anyway to get different pieces. So I can use it for more pieces. Yeah, now this will come out a lot easier now too, since I've started. Yeah. So I'm just showing you this so you can see what I'm doing. I mean, I've not even had to pull a tool out, and I'm able to get it out the shape that it's originally in. And let me see if I can do these. Now I may have to wait. Nope, these are coming out too. Oh yeah, this is great, y'all. Yeah, these pieces are coming out exactly the way that they're cut too. So this is really, really cool. Yeah, see how the pieces are coming out. So yeah, this is awesome right here. And I'm going to leave it right here, and you can see, I mean, it's going to be a lot of stained glass, y'all, for $2. And being able to reuse this and make my own pattern on a canvas, that's sort of exciting. And I'll probably use resin versus leading. So I'm taking something that was broke and using it for something new. Okay, so we're going to just put this over here, and I'll probably do this later tonight while I'm watching TV. I'll probably take it all apart. But we're going to put it over here for right now, because we've got a bunch to cover tonight. Again, I'm going to remind you that everything you see in this video, I only paid a total of $30, and I think it was 31 cents total for everything. Brand new 3-piece micro fiber set. Yep, 3 pieces, brand new. Okay, then I got this. Now I am going to clean this up. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to distress this a little bit. I'm going to put some distressed Tim Holtz distressed ink on the edges when I distress it. But I am going to take one of my mix to mold ceramic resin little crosses, and I'm going to add it, I think, right down here on this, and then I'm going to put this up for sale. This was made in the USA, by the way, from Indiana. And I love this. As for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. And if I didn't have this all the way through my house already, then I would keep this for myself, but I don't need another one. So I'm going to redo this just a little bit and then put this up for sale in my Etsy store. And then this right here. I absolutely love owls. You know I love owls. I'll probably keep it for a little bit. It says love is spoken here. And I probably will hang it up here somewhere. This is becoming the garage. I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to put some pep and some of my personality down here. Right now, it just it's pretty cold to me. You know, I need to decorate it a little bit. So I may hang this on the wall if I can figure out how to hang it on concrete block wall. And this is Signs of the Times, 2014. But I thought that was cool. Now this is not a really old box, but it reminds me of an old box. It looks very vintage to me. Louise Sherry out of New York. It needs to be cleaned, but that will come off. It's got a domed lid. It is a candy. It's from New York. See, that tells you it's not vintage, 2019. And it tells you what came in, and it's from New York, New York. But the box itself just looks vintage. It's a tin. It's in really good shape. It's a domed tin. And I love the color. And this will be going on my online stores for resale right here. Okay. And then this is another piece. Let me take this off so you can see. Now I'm not giving you individual prices because I gave you the total price of everything. It would be impossible for me to think quick enough to tell you 75% off of every price. So I'll just keep reminding you, I paid $30.31, I believe, for everything that you're seeing. This is a solid wood. We give thanks. It has the metal, and I don't know if you can even see all of it. But I had to pick that up. There's no way I was going to leave that there. And let me, can you see it? Yeah, you can see it better that way. Okay, let me set. And I'll put this stuff and get this stuff off of here so there's more room to show the other stuff. Because there is plenty of stuff left to show you. Okay, and I got this. It is just a board. And yes, I'm taking the price tag off. Because we're not doing individual prices. Now, it's just wood, but it's solid wood. And it's got the hangers through here. And when it's this cheap, and I think this was 50 cents to, it would have been 50 cents. It needs to be sanded down. It needs to be redone. My plans are to get my silhouette out and get it going within the week. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping I get it done. And if that does, that's going to open up a whole new world of what we do here on the videos. We'll be doing signs. We'll be doing a lot of resin with different, wording, and I have the materials. There's no reason why I shouldn't be using them. So anytime I can get a piece of blank canvas like this, solid wood, I'm going to do it, especially for 50 cents. And let's see, and here's another one. And this would have been 50 cents too. It's just a block. And this has this, but you see how thick that is. It stands up by itself. And I'm not going to use this. I will sand it down. But for 50 cents, I can't even buy that at the Dollar Tree, and it's solid wood. So I'm not going to not buy that. And then I bought this, and I probably should have bought two of them. They had two of them exactly the same. And I'm going to use this in polymer clay. And it's actually a cookie roller to imprint, but this will imprint really good in polymer clay. And so that's what I bought it for. And we will be using that soon. I'm going to be doing polymer clay videos really, really soon. And then I got these. And I'll cut these now. I would not open. Ashley was looking at these. And I told her what I had planned on doing. These were also 50 cents for the set. These are cork, but they're very well made. And I'm going to use resin, and I'm going to do ocean themes in those. 50 cents for this. And you see how they stack? That was a no-brainer for me. 50 cents, y'all. And then I also got these. These were $0.25. So they were $1, so they were $0.25 for all of them. And they're tea bag holders. I know what they are. But I'm going to be doing individual scenes on each one with enamel paint, enamel oil paint. And I will be selling each one of them by themselves. Most people only need one tea bag holder. They don't need 4. And so it would just be a cute little thing. And for $0.25, it gives me something to be creative with, and it doesn't cost a whole lot. And I don't know what the brand name. Everyday White Dinnerware. That's what it's got on the back. And then I got these. Oh, let me show you this. Now, I'm excited about this. And yes, this is old. And yes, there's a couple of dents in it. And this was 50 cents too, is what I paid for it. But y'all know that I'm low carb, sometimes keto, sugar free. And I've got a recipe for angel food cake that I want to try. I don't want to waste a whole lot of ingredients trying a new recipe. So this was perfect. This is a perfect size for the 3 of us. For me, Dan, and Debbie, this is a perfect size for anything that I want to use in a button pan. And so I was really excited to see this. And this was 50 cents also. So you can't beat that price. And these are going upstairs. I'm going to clean these up. But they're going to go upstairs. So my dining room table that I'm using right now, these are rubber, but you see they've got the grip, and they won't hurt my table. And I have to clean them off. But I didn't want anything fancy. I just wanted something simple, and that worked for me. So yeah, these are going to go upstairs so people won't leave the rings on my table. And then this right here, now this is dirty, and it needs to be, it's greasy. I don't know if you can see the grease. Yeah, you can see my thumbprints where I've been, yeah. But it is heavy. It's like a piece of pottery. And I know this is probably from an Oriental, but it's a very well-made, heavy piece. You know, and when you go into an Oriental restaurant where they put ginger and wasabi and different things, you know, in between, this is an older piece. I'm going to keep it down here. I'm going to do it for mixing paints. I just love the way it looks. I love pottery, and this is just my style. So I got this for me to use here when I'm doing videos to mix my paints and stuff with. And this right here, this was $0.25. Russell Stover candies. This is going on my online stores. It's a vintage cup, and it's an advertising cup, and these always do really well. So that was a no-brainer for $0.25 for me. And you know, if I needed another cup, which I do not, I would probably keep this, because we actually went to the Russell Stover factory. It's in Kansas, and when John and Ashley were stationed in Kansas, I can't remember the Army base there. They were in Junction City, Kansas, and it's whatever Army base is there. We stopped several times at the Russell Stover candy factory, and boy, let me tell you, eating it freshly made is totally different than eating it out of the bags you buy at the grocery store. It tastes totally different. And also, we did the same thing going to New York once we stopped at Hershey, Pennsylvania, and we toured the Hershey factory. The chocolate coming straight off the assembly line tasted totally different than what you buy in the store, because it's fresh. And this was a day for coasters, I guess. I got this because this is so unique, and I paid $1 for these. But I absolutely, and I don't know, oh, Bed Bath & Beyond. These are from Bed Bath & Beyond. But I absolutely love the, and they've got the felt, and then they have the cork on the back, and it's like marble almost. And I'll do a little bit to these, not much, but I'll do a little bit, and they'll go right on my online store. Those are just cool. They're just really cool coaster set. And then these I got. These are going upstairs with me. I have a salt shaker that it takes a workout just to get the salt out of it. And these are vintage, and they're stainless steel caps. And yes, there's little dents, and I don't care anything about the little dents. They don't bother me a bit. But you see the holes? That's what I want. I want the salt to come out where I don't have to do a workout trying to get it out. And so I paid $1/4 for these, and they're going upstairs with the butt pan. And then I got this. Now I don't know what. Yeah, I paid $1/4 for this, and I don't know. No, I paid 50 cents for this. Sorry. And that's the reason why I didn't want to tell you prices of everything, because I didn't want to be telling you wrong prices. This would be 50 cents is what I paid for this. But I figured it's not an expensive thing, okay? TJ Maxx. $8 at TJ Maxx. Well, there's a big difference between 50 cents and $8. And I will probably... Well, not probably. I'll get all these labels off, even that right there. But I thought, you know, if I made something down here that would fit in there, and I don't know yet if I have something, but for 50 cents, I just thought it was cute. And it looks sort of country and maybe a little bit of shabby. I don't know. But I bought it for 50 cents. And you might see this in an upcoming video where I decide to use it with something that I make. I don't know. Yes, it keeps coming, y'all. And these bottles. I paid 50 cents for these. I don't know what they are. They're green. They're a true green glass. They're not painted glass. And it's sort of a bluish green, which I love that color. And the tops, they come off. And I will probably be reselling these also as the pair. You could do so much with this. So many different things. Okay, and now this is definitely a resale item. These were $1/4 a piece. There was no way that I was not going to buy these. These are retro. These are vintage. They're becoming harder and harder to find. These are ceiling globes. These are to put in your globe. And they're definitely vintage. 1940s, 1950s. And for $1/4, there's no chips and there's no cracks in them. And so I grabbed this one. And then this one is a real retro globe. And that goes up. Now sometimes it's for the ones that go on the side like this. And then the light comes through here. And this was 50 cents too. So there was no way I could not get these. And they're going to go on my online store. This was my fun item. And did I need to buy this? No, I didn't need to buy this. And I probably paid more for this than anything else. But oh my gosh, it was adorable. I absolutely love the style of this. I love the colors. I love it's so whimsical. And yes, if you didn't know, it is a cow. And this was originally was $6. So I paid what? 50 cents. 50% would have been $3. I paid $1.50 for this, right? See, I knew I was going to do this. Let me get my calculator. I don't want to tell you wrong. So let me get my calculator out on my phone. I don't even know if I have a calculator on my phone. I have to go to my apps. See, this is bad. This is the reason why I thought I'd just tell you what I paid for everything. Calculator, okay. $5.99 minus 75%. I paid $1.49 for this. Yeah. Yeah, I did the math on the calculator. So I'm not keeping this. No, I'm not. It will go on my online stores for resale. But you know, I'm sorry. This is just adorable. I could not leave that behind. And I may decide to keep it. I don't know. I may figure out something to do with it and use it as maybe one of my, you know, things that you see in my videos. I may put Southern Lady on there, and you know, I don't know. But I bought it to put in my online store. But I do absolutely love this. Okay, now this is a set. Now this is Party Line, and it's from 2000. No, this is 1998. 1998. I think this is retired. This is a Party Light candle company. It's the Nativity. It is the white porcelain. But I didn't buy just that piece. I bought Wiseman in a camel with a candle holder, another Wiseman, a different one, with a camel and with a candle holder. I bought a shepherd with the sheet with the candle holder. This is all Party Light. And then I bought the angel. And this is, I think it's the whole set. I may be missing one of the Wiseman. But, okay. And I'll tell you, I'll look up the calculator. And I will tell you what I paid for the whole set. All clear. These were each $2.99 minus 75%. I paid 75 cents for each of these. So $1.50, $1.50, that would be $3. And that was $5.99. Minus 75%. Okay, so I paid, this is $1.49, so I paid $4.50 for this whole set. Now, I will look this up to see how much it runs as is. But my first thought process was, ooh, I'm going to get this and I'm going to paint this. And I may still do it. If this does not bring much the way it is, then I will clean it all up and I will paint this. And if I do, this will be a video where I am actually painting it. I think that would be really pretty on a mantle where you had all of them were lit up, but you could space them out. You know, you could have them spaced out. And I don't know, could that one? No, that one won't set. The angel sort of, I feel like the angel needs to be up high, but I don't know. But I sort of like the fact that you could do that. So, yeah. But that is my plan with that. And I will let y'all know what I find out. Or I could find out right now, I guess. Am I running out of time? I don't want to... I've got to get the first part listed on with it. But let me see if I can look it up. I will Google search it. And this is what I do for all of y'all that might want to know. When I'm not sure about an item, if I'm going to list an item, what I do is I will go to Google. If I can find Google. And right here, there's a little picture icon. I click it. and then you go to Google Lens. Google Lens will pop up. And what I'm going to do, you can see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tap it. Okay. And then it automatically pops up. Party. Wait a minute. That sells, just this piece sells for $23 on eBay. Now, that's what they've got it listed for. That doesn't mean it sells for 23. And they're all over the place. 18, 20, 33, 25, 29, 27, 30. You know, you can put whatever you want. 30. You can put whatever you want on a piece, but it's what they sell for. So let's go to eBay. And they're on Etsy too. Now you're going to get more on Etsy, but your fees will be a little bit more on Etsy. Okay, this is $19.99. But now if there's cracks or there's damage to it, you have to look at that too. But you need to go and see the soles if you're really going to do this. But I'm going to average this at 20, okay? And then I'm going to grab one of these because I sort of feel like that goes with it. But I could be wrong. You know, just because I thought that they all went together doesn't mean that that was correct. And so I'm clearing out, and once again I'm going to do the search, and it popped up. It's called Oh Holy Night Wiseman King with Camel Candle, votive party light, 19, 15, 40, 30. Are these different though? No, that's not party line. That's party line. Okay, that's 19. So if each one of these are like $20 a piece, and I've got 4 of those, that's 80. That's a $100 set. Yeah, I may not be painting this, y'all. I paid $4.50 for the whole set, so I may not be painting that. Not if it's a $100 set, I won't be. I'll just clean it up really good and list it. Okay, let's move on to the next item. And this is linens. Now, I bought 2 of these, but I'll just show you one panel. And you see this right here on the edge? Yeah. This is Better Homes and Gardens material. It's an original screen print design by Better Homes and Gardens. And this stuff is not cheap material. See, it's an original screen print design. And most material will have that on there. If it's decent quality, not quantity. But I got this, and I told Ashley, I've already showed it to her, I want Ashley to make me a hobo bag out of this material because I love everything about this. I love the print background, I love the dragonflies, I love the butterflies, and I would absolutely love to have a hobo bag, a crossbody hobo bag made out of this. And she said, no problem, Mom. So I got one panel for her to do that for me, and then I got another panel for her to keep to do what she wanted to with this because she loves to sew. And so I got that for her. And then I got this, and it will probably go up for sale. But I love butterflies, and oh my gosh, it's a toaster cover, okay? It is a toaster cover. I think it's brand spanking new. I don't think it's ever been used. But I ended up, was this $1? Yeah, no. Now, I paid 50 cents for this. And there was no way I was not going to pick that up for 50 cents. And it will probably go online, even though I love butterflies. If I can figure out something to do with it, I'll keep it. But if I can't, then I don't want it just sitting here, so I'll put it on my online stores. And then I bought my grandson a throw. This was Real Living. It's really, really soft, and it's nothing but lightning bolts. And it's I think it's 48 by 52. And I'll see if I can find this. I think was, this is 75 cents. And it's just white with the black lightning bolts all over it. But it's a throw. And I can't show you the whole thing because it won't fit. But it looks brand new. I don't think it's ever been used. And then I got this for Ashley. Now, Ashley loves Care Bears, and she loves, you know, the 70s, the 80s stuff. Well, this is not Care Bears, but it reminded me of Care Bears for some reason. I guess because of the color. But this is fleece, and it's so soft. And it is a full-size throw. But that's one side. And then on the other side, you have unicorns. But doesn't that remind y'all of the Care Bears? It does me. It really reminded me of that. And so I got this for her. And this one's big. This would cover her full bed. And when I showed it to her, she said, yes, Mom. She said, I like this. And I knew she would. And this was $2 originally, I think. I'm looking for the price tag. But I can't see the price tag. I may have taken it off already. But I ended up paying, this was 50 cents. This cost me 50 cents. It has the castles, it has the clouds, it has the unicorns. And I knew she'd like it, so I got that for her. And I got this thinking it was material. But then Ashley showed me that this was not material. This was vintage Winnie the Pooh curtains. And probably somebody handmade these. I didn't realize these were curtains. And somebody most definitely handmade these with the Winnie the Pooh material. I love Winnie the Pooh. I am a big Winnie the Pooh fan, y'all. And yes, I went to the movie theater and took all my grandkids to see the Winnie the Pooh movie when Christopher Robin grew up and he forgot all about Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh went to the city and got him. Christopher Robin had kids of his own, and it was a great movie. But I'm a big Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore. I can relate to Eeyore so very much. But when I showed her that, I said, well, can you use the material? And she said, Mom, you need to sell these because they're the kind of curtains where you hang, you know, just one curtain and it's split, and if you want to pull them back, you can. And so I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them online for sale because I know that I can't be the only Winnie the Pooh fan out there. And this is a Disney print. It's got it on there on the outside. And this is vintage. There it is, Disney. And it's got the pattern number and stuff. But there's two of them. So there's one for each window. So if you have like a kid's room or something and it has two standard size windows, then you could use these. Or if you had one big window, you could use, you know, both of them in the big window. And they're not perfect because they were handmade, you know. They were stitched. And but I love stuff like this. So I got that. And the last thing, ooh, we're down to the last thing, y'all. The last thing, I got this material. And I got this because the table upstairs needs a tablecloth. I don't like tablecloths most of the time. I just don't like the patterns. I can't ever find one. This is Waverly material. I like the weight of this. It's not too heavy, but it's not too thin. And I love the color, and I love the pattern on this. And so it's just big enough. Ashley's going to be able to, see, it tells you it's Waverly. Right on the edge of the material. And so she's going to take part of this and she's going to make me a tablecloth for upstairs. And so I think that is it. I think I've gone through everything. I think. I'm looking to make sure that I didn't miss anything, but I don't think I did. And I'm not doing a craft tonight because I had to split the two, and I have to make sure I have time to put the other. So this is going to be one of my shorter videos, and I'm hoping that I will be able to get down here and do a craft. Oh, I want to tell you, Let's Resin reached out. I have never heard from Let's Resin. I've never been asked to do any reviews for them. I've never received anything from them, and they saw my video with the seahorse, of all things. One of the simplest things I've done in quite a while. But they reached out because they saw the seahorse, and of course I did use their products on that. I used their intense chameleon powders, and I used their 10-minute cure polyurethane resin. And it works, and it was a very quick project to do, and it turned out really nice. The colors were, I love the intense chameleon powders. They're intense, but they're gorgeous, and on certain things they come out really nice. But anyway, they contacted me email yesterday, and they asked me that if I'd like to become an affiliate for them and also do a collaboration and do some reviews, and I did answer yes, I am interested, but it's gonna depend on, you know, what they're talking about. I take that very seriously, and I don't do reviews on just anything. And although I do love Let's Resin products, some of them, I also love other companies' products too. So we will see where that goes. Other than that, I want to thank all of you that contacted me and asked me how I was doing, and was wondering if I was okay. I'm sorry, I probably should have got on there and made some kind of comment, but it's been pretty busy, and I didn't expect the overnight to stay in the ER. And then I took a couple of days to sort of just recoup, and I'm back. I have missed it. I miss y'all. I miss the interaction with each and every one of you. And I'm excited to get back, and I'm excited to try to get back to doing at least one video every other day. That is my goal. That is what I'm going to try to do. I miss doing the crafts. We're fixing to get into the fall. I love doing fall stuff. Oh, I ordered more. That's another thing. I ordered a bunch of molds off of Shein. Now, I've never ordered molds off of Shein, but the prices were just way too good. I couldn't not try it. And so I did, and it's supposed to be here. The latest is August the 28th. So we will see. We will see how they're shipping, and if they're correct according to the dates they give. And I'm going to give them a try because the prices were great. And I did get a bunch of Halloween molds coming from them. So I'm sort of excited about that. We will be doing some Halloween projects. We will also be doing a bunch of autumn. I love autumn. That's one of my favorite seasons. And so we'll be doing some of that. Polyurethane, no, polymer clay. I plan on starting to do a few polymer clay videos. There's some autumn pieces I want to do. There's some Halloween pieces I want to make, and I have missed polymer clay. It does not have to be jewelry. A lot of people do just jewelry on polymer clay, but you can do anything with polymer clay, and so we're going to sort of tap into that a little bit. And again, about the silhouette machine, that was in the first part of the video, I think, but I am hoping to get that going within the next week, and of course that will open up a whole new craft arena for the videos too. Alrighty, I'm going to shut up. I just want to say thank you. Y'all have been so supportive, and it's not gone unnoticed, and I just, you know, from the bottom of my heart, y'all, the fact that you know what's going on here and that you're watching my videos and you're being so supportive and you're being so loyal. I just feel overwhelmed. I feel so blessed. And I truly 100% believe that I have the best group of viewers and followers and friends out there. I love each and every one of you. I hope to hear from you. I love reading your comments. You're part of our life now. My family, you know, that they all so appreciate each and every one of you too. So just a big shout out and a big thank you. It means more than words could ever express, and I just want you to know that. Okay, with that, I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to say I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what item that you like the best. Let me know if you've got an idea for any of the items that you've seen tonight, and what you think I should try doing, and what you would like to see me do on them. I would love to, you know, just take some of your ideas and go for it and see what happens. That would be fun for me. So please leave comments. Let me know. And I know there's a bunch of you out there that has never left me a comment. And I understand a lot of people don't like to. But I would love to hear from you. I really would. You have a voice, and I would love for you to use it in a nice way. Now, you know, y'all know how I feel about people that are not nice and that are mean. I don't want to hear your voice. No, I do not. And I'm not being mean. I'm just being real. But for the rest of you, if you've got something that you would love to say, but you're a little bit shy, go for it, really. You know, I love hearing from you. I don't think there has ever been a stupid question. I don't think there is such a thing. I think that if it's something that you are curious about, it's not stupid. It can't be stupid. Even if you think it is, it's not. Not in my eyes, it's not. So please leave those questions, and please leave those comments. I love hearing from you. Alrighty, see, I'm still yapping, y'all. I can't help it. See, this is the first time I've been down here, and now I feel like I have to play catch-up. And I have so much I want to say. But I can't, because I won't be able to splice the two pieces together. Alright. I'm hoping that I'll see you again tomorrow with a craft project. Y'all have a great night, and thank you again so much. Bye-bye.